It is really the start, some say unofficially, of the summer travel season. And get this, AAA projects that nearly 40 million Americans are going to travel 50 miles or more away from home this Memorial Day weekend. And as usual, weather has a way of impacting this plane scale.
Doesn't it always? Here to give those weather-related travel tips is Jay Bonafede from the American Red Cross, joining us live via Skype from the beautiful Niagara Falls, New York. We're also going to have a live look courtesy of our Earth Cam, Jay. So again, thank you so much for joining us. You know, one of the places where people will certainly take in the sights for the holiday, right?
I hope so. It's beautiful here right now, isn't it?
Gorgeous. So what can people do to prepare for weather before hitting the road?
Well, one of the things, weather, as you guys know very well, is very unpredictable. So you really want to plan ahead now. Make sure you have someone check your car, check the tires, check the brakes, check the fluids before you're ready to leave. Make sure you're well rested and alert and that your focus is really on the road. Rotate drivers if you're taking a long road trip to make sure that person is alert. And make frequent stops so that you stay awake, because drowsy driving is really a hindrance. Pack a lot of snacks, the first aid kit, basically an emergency kit, snacks, water, battery-powered flashlight. And don't forget your pets. If you're traveling with your pets, make sure that that emergency kit includes food and water, not just for you, but for your pets as well. And also, we're right close to the border right here, right across the river is Canada. If you're going to be crossing a border, make sure you have your passport and all your identification to make that as easy as possible.
One thing may be important to mention is that if you're traveling with pets, no matter how much they may howl or meow, do not let them drive. You can't let the pets drive.
That's very good advice, Reynolds. Yeah,
absolutely. Hey, what is the best way for people to support the great work of the American Red Cross? You guys are so dedicated to every task at hand. How can people help out?
Well, there's a fun fact that 136 years ago today, right here in Western New York, about an hour and a half southeast of here, Claire Barton founded the first chapter of the American Red Cross in Dansville, New York. And ever since then, we've relied on the generosity of the American public to support our mission, as you just talked about. So we'd really appreciate it if everyone who could go to either redcross.org, call 1-800-RED-CROSS, or text the word Red Cross to 90999 and support our work.
And Jay, you do good work, by the way, and you talked about some of those tips for those longer trips. I recommend the neck pillow, by the way. I always make sure I bring that with me. But what about those shorter travel distances? Even with changing weather conditions, we need to be prepared, right?
Yeah, it was raining right here just a little while ago, so you never know what's going to happen. So make sure you pay attention to the Weather Channel or your local news so you know what's coming up. Tell someone the route you're going to take, because that way if something happens and you get stuck, they can send help along that predetermined route. And also, you can download the free Red Cross emergency app. That app will not only give you real-time alerts as to what's happening in your area if there's emergency alerts, it'll also have some safety tips to help you along the way and how to react if you are in an emergency situation.
Okay, Jay, thanks so much. We love the American Red Cross. They're always here for us. Folks, again, Jay's fantastic.